Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be going over the 3.0 banners and see if they are worth rolling. And here are the 3.0 banners that will be releasing on the 3.0 release, and the first banner will be of Tighnari and Zhongli having double banners this time around, with the 4 stars being Fischl, Diona, and Coley. Now these banners are something to discuss about because since this is the first time we are gonna be introduced to the Dendro element, it is questioning on if these characters are worth rolling for. Now let's start with the main character that is definitely gonna be the focus of this update is Tighnari. By everything we know of Tighnari currently, it seems that he's going to be a solid character, but that is dependent on if the element Dendro is good. Since we know already what his abilities are gonna be, it looks like you're going to be able to proc his E very consistently because it does have a short cooldown. And it also taunts enemies, so that seems pretty good. And his burst is also AoE, where it targets enemies and deals additional Dendro damage after the initial hit on the proc. But other than that, just knowing his abilities and how it looks like his rotations are going to be once you put him in a team comp, by just the looks, it does seem he's going to be pretty good, but it all depends on when he releases and when we have enough time to test him out, because this again is a new character. But just going off assumptions, it does seem right now he's going to be a solid pull, but definitely not a must pull. I'm excited how he will work because since he is the first Dendro character, I am very excited at how the element will work and how it will play around with all the other elements that are currently in the game. So that is what I have to say about Tighnari. On to Zhongli. Zhongli is obviously, I would think a lot of people will agree that he's one of the top tier supports in the game that is a 5-star. He is definitely a solid pull, not a must pull, but definitely a very solid pull. Nothing wrong with pulling him. He gives a great shield, he gives some AoE damage and some AoE control, so definitely a solid pull. Now on to the 4 stars. The 4 stars this time around seems pretty good because they are introducing Fischl on the banner. Even though we already got a free Fischl last update, this time around, if you do have a Fischl and you don't have constellations, this is pretty much a good opportunity to get cons, because if you get cons on your Fischl, it definitely increases her overall as a damage dealer and also a support. Fischl is arguably one of the top tier 4-star characters that is Electro, so if you do end up getting constellations, that is a definite plus. Moving on to Diona. Diona is also a very good 4-star character. She's a very solid support. Not only does she provide healing and shielding, she is a very good character in providing energy for your team members that need it if you don't have a lot of energy build up on your characters. Now to Coley. Coley, again with Tighnari, we don't know how good she's going to be. Since she is going to be given out for free, you don't really have to worry about pulling her on this banner. If you just want her, just wait until the event comes out where we do get the free Coley to then have and play with her. But if you do want to have constellations of your Coley, then I guess this will be a good opportunity too. But Coley, she does seem she can be pretty good, but it all depends when she releases and when we do proper testing. But overall, with these banners, I will have to say the banners are honestly pretty good. There's good 4-star choices here with Fischl, Diona, and Coley, depending on how good she will be. Zhongli, obviously a very solid choice, but with Tighnari, it's important to mention this, after 3.0 ends, he will be entered into the standard pool with the other characters that are also in the standard pool, like Diluc, Jean, Mona, Chi-Chi, Kaching. He will be entered into that pool after 3.0 ends. So if you definitely want Tighnari but you want to save for another character, is totally fine because he will be entered into that pool after 3.0 ends. But if you do want Tighnari and you definitely want to get him right at the bat and not wait until later on, obviously pull him on the banner. But to see if the worth value of this, I think I would say wait to see if he is really good as a Dendro character, because this is the first time Dendro is being introduced to the game, so we don't know how good this is going to be until he releases. The banner seems pretty good, very solid. For Tighnari, I say wait if you definitely are interested in pulling him. Zhongli, very solid choice. Nothing wrong with pulling him. And now moving on to the weapon banner, which will introduce a new bow, with the second weapon being the Vortex Vanquisher. With the Vortex Vanquisher, it's not really worth. Don't aim for this. It's not good for Zhongli at all. So don't bother pulling that weapon, especially if you're planning to pull the bow. The weapon better is never worth. But if you are interested in knowing what the bow does, the main stat is crit rate, which is pretty good. It has a maximum crit rate of 44.1, which is again the highest value a 5-star weapon can have of crit rate. But when looking at the special passive that this has, it has a gain 12% of all elemental damage, but you gain an effect after hitting an opponent with a charged attack, and this effect increases charged attack damage by 160% of elemental mastery, and the effect will be removed after 12 charged attacks or 10 seconds have passed. Only one instance of this effect can be gained every 12 seconds. So this definitely is aimed for tighnari, but again, it's the weapon better, never worth pulling for. The bow is pretty good, but honestly it just depends on if you can afford it and you want to make your tighnari stronger. And that is everything I have to say about the 3.0 banners. Overall, I think the banners of tighnari and Zhongli seems pretty good, with the 4-star characters being solid. The weapon banner never worth pulling for, but the bow seems pretty solid in a way. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content in the future. Check me out on Twitch, I stream there very regularly. With that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.